So Alfie, just introduce yourself.
My name is Alfredo Colangelo. I am one of the many camera operators here at City News.
So Alfie, talk about your day-to-day thing. What do you do? Show me some of your gear after.
Okay, so like I said earlier, I'm one of the many. This is my gear. Sony XD cam. We do still shoot on disc, but full HD quality. And what we have up front, what I've rigged is a GoPro up top, strictly for the web. And I could mount my iPhone or whatever new rig, iPhone or my 360 camera to the right of it. The reason why I do this is I could transfer video directly to my phone as soon as I shoot it. So instead of me getting back to my truck and importing it into my computer, I could give the newsroom or the web a quick 30-second clip via the GoPro that's synced up to my iPhone Wi-Fi. While I'm shooting XD cam, again, I'm rolling on all three cameras, so I'm shooting the same interview three different ways. So GoPro, XD cam, and usually iPhone. And I'll show you quickly what I mean. The iPhone does sit here as well. It'll rig like this. And if I am dealing with just GoPro, I'll feed directly. If I want to use my XD cam, I will plug it into my laptop. I'll do a quick edit on my laptop and then feed it to the newsroom via a Roger stick or whatever Wi-Fi I'm dealing with or internet I'm dealing with.
So how has that changed in the last few years in terms of how you've rigged up your camera?
Huge. 5 years ago or even less, I would shoot and I would have to wait for either a truck to show up so I could plug into a live-eye truck and then feed out that way. Now I can do everything out of this one truck, or out of the laptop, or out of my phone.
So, Alfredo, talk about when students are getting into the industry. What would your advice be to sort of any student that comes out right now?
Understand how the gear works and the ways you can get around, or the ways you could feed through your phone, through data or Wi-Fi.
And it's more and more important as the technology gets smaller, like that stuff you talk about, that everybody becomes a shooter. No longer do we need a gear that is so complicated. It's literally your phone. How important is that for any sort of student to have that skill of being able to sort of film, shoot, and recognizing, what makes a good video?
Extremely important. Phones are again a great tool. These are, how do I explain this? XD cams are great for production, and again, you can't beat the audio from this actual camera. For day-to-day stuff, for news, phones work. They work well if you use them correctly.
Well, what makes a good video? What is the good sort of? We can talk about framing, audio, sound. What makes a good video?
Would be framing, obviously, making sure that that whatever you're shooting is in the right frame. The way you're holding the phone is another good tip. Shooting like this for web is okay, but if you're watching it on a larger screen, it's always smarter to shoot, because this is the way we watch TV. We don't watch it like this. Audio, this is a nice rig that you have because you got clear audio with me. But if it was just strictly your phone audio, you would be picking up all the sound that's around me. What else were you?
Well, it's focus, and just you got to make sure you actually are framing your shot properly or not. Sort of just talk a little bit about framing. So it's important that you sort of compose your shot, right?
Absolutely, and with an interview, you're always framing it where you're speaking to the person behind the camera. It just, instead of looking directly into it, you're always speaking to the person who's operating the camera.
What other advice would you have for any students that's coming out of sort of school today, and they wanted to succeed? They wanted to be the next Alfie Colangelo.
Yeah. Again, understand how technology works. Again, there is a lot of information, but once you understand it, it's fairly simple. Like, understand how the laptop works and how to ingest. Understand how what all these buttons means if you go to a bigger format. Understand all this. Understand how overall cameras work and how to frame it and how to get it to your location quick. And I think that's key. News happens now. The viewers or people want to know now, not wait for it. So the quicker we get it out there, the faster the viewers have the information.
You work with a lot of reporters in your time. What makes a good reporter, and how does a reporter camera team operate in the field?
What makes a good reporter, in my opinion, they understand the story in their mind while we're shooting it. They have that edit. They're thinking edit while we're shooting the interview. So when we get to deadline, we could get it out there quickly and not waste time going through video that we're never going to use.
Okay. Anything else you want to know?
Amar's a great producer. One of the best.